So for the final project, the app I decided to create was the cocktail finder, and it's basically it searches an API full of cocktails. So you'd search for a drink name or a drink that contains the name like of a vodka of certain alcohol. So you'd search vodka and it'd show all the drinks that have vodka in it, and then you could check the details to see what the ingredients are and how to make it. And if you like the drink, you could add it to your favorites, and you'll have those favorites saved over there at the in the favorites tab. So we start by the app. We start by importing the Ion icons. So those will be the icons for the tab navigator at the bottom. We import the provider so we could share the store between the screens. We import store, the store file. We import our screens, our home screen results, details, favorite screens. And so we'll put our screens in the stack navigator. So the home stack will contain the home screen, which was this one, results page, which is when you search for a drink, the results that show up, and details page. So when you click on that drink, the details for it, the ingredients, the instructions. And then the favorites will have the favorites that you save for the drink recipes that you like and details for them, the ingredients and such. And home stack navigation options, this is to set the tab icon. So we're setting the tab icon to this wine icon, and we set the size to 25. Tint color is the same tint color. And then fave stack navigation options sets the icon of the fave stack to the heart. Tab screen tabs is the tab navigator, and that contains main and favorites, which is the home stack and favorite stacks. And then the app container is wrapped with provider, which is providing the store, and the store has all the values, and that'll be shared between all the screens. So we have the store here with the middleware that lets you dispatch functions, and it's logging our actions. And the actions here are add drink, that will be adding drinks to the favorites, is loading. So when we are fetching the item, this will show that a little message to the user that something's going on. So it's loading while it's trying to fetch. If it fails, then it'll show an error. If it succeeds, then it will show all the items that get sent. And this is the fetch items action, which gets the URL of the API, and it'll dispatch is loading. So set the load value to true. So then on the render, it'll render that the list is loading, and then checks the response to see if the response is okay. If not, it'll set the error to true, which will render a error message. And if if everything is okay, then it will get the response and it'll send the response to the items. So it'll dispatch fetch item success, and it'll send all of the items, so the objects and the value, to results. So we'll start at the home page where we have cocktail finder, and it takes a value drink name, which will be used for the text input. And whenever this value changes, then it changes drink name. The state updates every time the value is changed. And once we're okay with whatever we want to type in, so we'll do vodka. And once we do that, then it will try to find it. So it says, sorry, no results found, because it spelled vodka with two D's. If we put it vodka spelled correctly, it'll say, it says loading there briefly, and then it loads all the values. And so it called the dispatch the action of fetch items. And now this is the results screen. So the results screen is what renders all of these different views. And so if there's an error, if it's loading, and if the item was not found, then it says results not found. And if it is found, then it displays it as a touchable opacity that when you press it, it'll send you to the details page, and the details will send items to stack selected and the item name to stack title. And that's being sent to the details page. So here at the details page, the header title will retrieve stack title, the value in there. So we got long vodka as the name, and it also on header right at the top, we're adding a button, and on press that adds the all of the item information. So the name, the instructions, the ingredients, that's stack selected. That'll add that to drinks. That'll dispatch that add drink action, which will set all of these items into drinks. So it sends all of this into favorites. So when we click add, that adds it into favorites. And here, this is what it's rendering on the details page. Everything is sent into details. So details is what will, this file is what controls how the render is displayed. So I'll put the image source at the beginning, but then the title and then the instructions, and then put spacing between the ingredients and the measurement. And if we go to back and we go to a different one, coffee vodka, we could see that one's different. We could scroll down to see the ingredients, and we could add that to favorites. So now if we go to favorites, see we have long vodka and coffee vodka. Long vodka shows the ingredients, and coffee vodka, it shows the ingredients. So here's the favorite screen, and it's basically just checking if there are any drinks. If there wasn't any, then it'll say no drinks found. When we added drinks, then it'll show the drinks that are available. And all of this is, we import connect, so we could use all of the values in our store, and it controls to know when the values are updated. It knows to update the state. So right now we're controlling the items, and we could use items from all the different screens. And that is the Cocktails Finder app.